Your friends and neighbors at Charter Bank.
The service is excellent, the local staff is professional, and customers are treated as human beings in Waukee.
As a retired banker, I know and appreciate the advantages that community banks have over the large impersonal banks. Thanks for everything you have done for us in Johnston.
We started at Charter Bank when we moved to Grimes, and we thoroughly enjoy your services.
I've been waiting 18 years for Charter Bank to come to Ankeny, ever since the bank opened in Johnston.
Chart your success with Charter Bank in Johnston, Grimes, Waukee, and Ankeny. Come bank with your friends and neighbors at Charter Bank.
The service is excellent, the local staff is professional, and customers are treated as human beings in Waukee.
As a retired banker, I know and appreciate the advantages that community
All right, welcome back to Dallas Center Grimes High School, to the stable, where we have non-conference but soon-to-be conference rivals. Ames Little Cyclones in town tonight for basketball varsity doubleheader. Our girls won and finished off with the game, 59-36 victory over the girls. Now we have the boys, and I'm going to tell you about just looking on paper, this is going to be a game.
Yeah, Ames is for real. I mean, stats don't always tell you everything. But they do tell you some things. And these guys, they rebound like crazy. And they share the ball really well. And they pressure like crazy, averaging 12 steals a game in that range. That's a lot of steals. That's steals, not turnover, steals on that stuff. Yeah. And they don't foul doing it. So they're not. Yeah, I mean, they're not out of.
Average 9 fouls per game. In contrast that to our Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs, averaging 22.5 fouls right now. And you mentioned the rebounding. Ames coming in, averaging 32.5 rebounds per game, Pat. And Dallas Center Grimes only at 21.5. So that the difference may come down to that. Plus Ames shooting 73.1% from the free throw line, and Dallas Center Grimes only at 58.6. So Ames coming in, Coach Vance Downs with a record 2-0, wins over Iowa City High and Des Moines North. Dallas Center Grimes at 1-1 after we saw them play and lose to a really, really good ADM team last week at home, and then they went to Des Moines Christian and picked up the win. So Mustangs coming in at 500. Yeah. So
the ADM game, crazy. I mean, that team's for real.
Yeah, really good.
I don't know how anybody else. I mean, you never know what happens throughout the season, but that's a state championship caliber team in 3A, and they would compete in 4A.
Yeah, really
There's no doubt about it.
Well, and they've been played together for so long. I mean, they had a lot of senior leadership and some really good playing over there.
So this is their year. So that was a punch in the face to us and the gut and everything else. But the thing is this team has delivered a lot of blows, this DCG Mustangs team, over the last 6, 8, 10 years. So nobody's going to feel sorry for them for them to have their dose of humble pie.
Yeah, so leading the way for the Ames Little Cyclones with points, Will Thomas, senior, at 15.5 points per game. Marike Dow next at 12.1, and Max Bergeson Sutton with 8.5. When it comes to rebounds, Dow back in there leading with 8.5 per game. Brandon Johnson with 4.5, and DJ Bajek at 4.5. With assists, back to Will Thomas, Dow again, and Jashawn Brooks. On the other side, the Mustangs currently leading with points. Chase Perrin with 12.0 points per game. Luke Lorenzen with 10.5. Brody Burke with 9.0. Rebounds, Luke Lorenzen, 6.5. Brody Logan, 3.5. Brody Burke at 3.0. And then with assists, Landon Hoppy, who's coming in off the bench for that, Hudson Heigerken, and Brody Burke. So I think the Mustangs maybe found their legs a little bit against Des Moines Christian. They needed that bounce back. And they're still, as we mentioned last week, trying to figure themselves out a little bit as a team, finding their identity, finding their chemistry. They lost some really key members of their team last year. We lose Tate Perrin, 3-year starter, Mateo Gelota, Kyle Kaysen. He was like a 4A leader in scoring. And so those are big pieces to then have to replace. So we are going to take a moment to go down to the floor now for the player introductions.
Center Grimes promotes good sportsmanship by all here present this evening. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game. Tonight's officials, as assigned by the Iowa Basketball Officials Association, are Tyler Brady, Joe Tonsall, and Chris Lynch. Tonight's athletic trainer from Athletico is Keelan Crilly. Our guests tonight from the Iowa Lions North Conference, they're 2-0. Coached by Vance Downs, he's assisted by David Goodwin, Devin Settle, Jeff Steinis, Bruce Bertman, and Kyle Walker. Please welcome the Little Cyclones of Ames. Now here's your starting lineup for the Little Cyclones. At guard is 6'3" senior number 10, Quach. At guard, 5'11" senior number 22, Will Thomas. At forward, a 6'3" senior number 34, Max Ferguson Sutton. At third, a 6'8" senior number 42, Marich Dow. And at fourth, a 6'9" senior number 52, DJ Bajek. Lights, please. And now your home team. Coached by Joel Rankin. Assisted by Eric Rash, Dylan Sloan, Patrick O'Connell, John Classy, Brandon Jensen, and Drake Scurry. Your Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. At guard, 5'10" senior number 2, Hudson Pikerton. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore number 4, Chase Aaron. At guard, a 6'2" senior number 12, Brody Logan. At center, a 6'10" senior number 44, Luke Lorenzen. And at guard, a 6'7" junior number 50, Brody Burke. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Mustang basketball.
The table is set here at the stable. Dallas Center Grimes High School Ames Little Cyclones are on the road here against your Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. I'm Christine Megason along with Pat O'Brien on the call tonight, and your starters for the Ames Little Cyclones: number 10, Quach. Number 22, Will Thomas. Number 34, Max Bergeson Sutton. Number 42, Marike Dow. And number 52, DJ Bajek. For the Mustangs, number 2, Hudson Hikergam. Number 4, Chase Perrin. Number 12, Brody Logan. 44, Luke Lorenzen. And number 50, Brody Burke. Let's play basketball. Ames wins the tip. In the hands, Will Thomas. You know, it's not often, Pat, when number 44, Luke Lorenzen, doesn't look like a giant down there, but he is matched up inch by inch with Marike Dow there. Yeah, this is got to be one of the times where the size is, we're not going to have a size advantage, and that goes for Lorenzen and Burke. So steal there for the Mustangs. lob up to Lorenzen, a little bit long there as he tries to handle it, goes out of bounds, so turnover Mustangs.
Those plays look so easy at the college ranks, but, man, it is a tough execution at the high school level.
Now, I know you're an Iowa State fan, Pat, so it was looking real good for the other Cyclones, the big Cyclones, over the weekend against Purdue. What a game.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
Nice move there by Thomas as he goes to the basket. There was a foul on the play, so that's going to be foul is number 2, Hudson Heikerken. That's his first team foul for the Mustangs.
This is a team the Mustangs are going to have to match physicality both offensively and defensively with the Ames Little Cyclones.
So Thomas at the line, missed his first. He'll get a second chance. In and out for him, rebound. Lorenzen, Mustangs going the other way.
Jeez, the crowd, the student section over there is crazy.
Yeah. And loud. So ball up top around. Good ball movement by the Mustangs. Down Brody Burke, one-on-one, down low. Turn around, fade.
Burke has got to go into that hoop right there and forget about that fadeaway stuff. He's strong enough that he can get to the rim. There you go, good D.
Thomas, leading scorer for the Cyclones. He's taken both of their attempts. A little bit of contact there between Burke and number 52, DJ Bajek. I think that was just like a warning for both of them, like we got to take it down a notch.
Yeah, that's a veteran move by a veteran official right there. Get in front of that right now. No harm, no foul, but don't do it again.
Yeah, let's cool things down. So Mustangs with the ball again. Still no score. A couple of good attempts by both teams. Let's see if the Mustangs can find their way in their offense. Good defensive effort here by the Little Cyclones. Brody Burke out top. He's got drive to the basket, and he finds the hoop there.
That was blocked as well, but that's what I'm talking about. Burke can do that. He's the only guy on the team that we have that I feel can make that play right there, and that includes Lorenzen. Lorenzen's strong, but he has got to be on the front of the rim.
Ames in those black uniforms moving right to left. Three-point basket is good. That's Will Thomas.
They shoot a high percentage from the three-point line. You got to go above the screens on those high screens.
Far side to Chase Perrin, pardon me. 3 for Perrin, no good. Long rebound.
It's going to be imperative for both of our bigs not to be doing crazy things and getting cheap fouls. You earn your fouls right there, but put your feet in good position and your body. Stay down on your feet,
nice
you'll
job.
be better.
Good help there, Luke Lorenzen. He came back out. Three-pointer by Bajek is long. Rebound Mustangs.
A lot of contact out there right now.
Lorenzen, nice turnaround. We called, was that a travel that they called? Okay, travel on Lorenzen. Little shuffle as he was making that turnaround.
And as his game continues to progress, not only in high school but in college, in which he will play, just that strength to be able to get through some of that is what it takes.
Of course, his dad, Al Lorenzen, was a storied player for the University of Iowa Hawkeyes. And we have the Cy-Hawk game coming up this week. I know you're taking the Cyclones, Pat.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Far side, Chase Perrin, baseline drive, floater. Perrin,
man,
a little bit short.
That rebound was taken above the rim. Wow.
Yeah, really good rebound there. That is Bajek for the Little Cyclones. Nice take, Will Thomas.
It's gut check time right now. This seems like that point of the game. We have to get a good shot, get one down there. Keep looking. There you go.
Yeah, and just once they get the ball in, just being strong, right, with the basketball. Just
be inside out.
Perrin for three. In and out. Tipped around. Rebound. Little Cyclones.
And Perrin needs, and when he's open, he has to shoot. He's our best offensive threat from the outside right there. Got to try and dump that thing down to Lorenzen and Burke. If they can't score, get that thing out to somebody down the three.
Up over the top, tipped by Burke, so it's going to stay here with the Cyclones. We've got some substitutions coming into the game for the Mustangs. Number 22, Wyatt Valenta. In for the Little Cyclones, we have number 20, Moses Luth, and number 12, Ben Weiss. Also, number 44, number 44, Brandon Johnson. Also in for the Mustangs, number 30, Landon Hoppy.
Lorenzen goes out. You lose a lot of height and a lot of strength down low right there. So now we got to move those that 5-out offense.
Yeah, we did have Ames also substituted one of their tall players, so maybe 1 for 1 there. We'll see how this plays out. We still have Burke in on number 42, Marike Dow. So 44, nice spin move, pull up, no good. Tipped though, that Dow, nice job there. He is their second leading scorer, averaging 12 points per game.
Oh. No, I think that was on the floor. That's a good job out of Brody Burke right there. Get that ball out there and take it right to the hole like that. He needs to continue to have that mental part of the game.
Yeah, so 42, Marike Dow called for the foul. That is that first team foul for the Little Cyclones. Dow's first. Wyatt Valenta and number 44, Brandon Johnson, are like mirror images of one another down there as far as their build.
There's some serious banging to go down there.
Exactly. So, lob pass there. And
there it goes. That's going to right on the corner of that thing over there.
Yeah, it just landed right on the corner of the student section bleachers. Lost his whistle. And, there was just no getting out of way. You have 3 guys all sliding kind of then over out of bounds. There's cheerleaders. There's just everything that's happening right there. So I have a feeling, though, that Mr. Joey is going to feel that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm feeling it right now.
So substitution for the Mustangs, number 44, Luke Lorenzen, is back in the game.
Stifling defense for the Ames Little Cyclones, just like it was in the girls' game.
Hudson Heigerken for 3. That's long, but I like how they set that screen up for it. Ames leading 7-2. Under 2 minutes left to go here in this first quarter.
Burke cannot stay out of this game for long.
Will Thomas, he has the majority of their points, and he's aggressive. He's going right to the hoop, creating contact.
Well, this is one that, at some point here, we're going to have to probably switch up into that zone defense, that 1-3-1, that 3-2, something like that, to try and keep them drives from getting to the rim.
So that foul was on number 22 for the Mustangs, Wyatt Valenta. Will Thomas gets his first free throw to drop. Substitution for the Mustangs in the game, number 10, Cooper Houston. So Thomas with his second free throw. And that's good. So Thomas with 7 of the Ames Little Cyclones, 9 points so far. DCG with just 1 bucket by Brody Burke, so definitely needing to get into their offensive flow here. Nice take all the way for Cooper Houston. Dish to Chase Perrin in the corner, no good. I like it.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I mean, there's nothing more. You either make shots or you don't.
Will Thomas with the 3.
That's a great take right there.
Moses Luth with the take. He gets a block there by Lorenzen. Mustangs going the other direction. 7-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Ball's tipped away.
I'm probably going to sit on this one. See if I can't get that last shot. I mean, there's 6 seconds left. Maybe you get the rebound right in there, but 6 seconds is like a lifetime for a team like Ames to get up and down the court.
Number 52, DJ Bajek, back in the game. And now we have number 2, Saul Negrete. Ball up top to Lorenzen. Out to Lane and Hoppy. Mustangs will set it up. 6-second differential now. Cooper Houston will set up in the corner for that near final shot. So defensive, we've got some contact there. Moses Luth.
Yeah, great job by Cooper right there, picking up that foul. Now they will have the last shot if they want it, but just being strong with the ball.
Second team foul of the quarter, but just 14 seconds left. Out to Lane and Hoppy. Man, they're just pushing the Mustangs out like almost a half court.
Yep.
With their offense. Wyatt Valenta throws it up. No good. So as we end the first quarter, Dallas Center Grime trails Ames 12-2.
You know, just watching that quarter right there, that quarter, you know, yeah, it's a 10-point game. We scored 2 points. That's never going to get it done in high school ball. But that was a better quarter than what I saw out of that ADM game right there. That quarter, even though we're down right here, we're competitive in this. We got to get some shots to fall.
Yeah. So we want to thank Charter Bank for being our sponsor for the live stream. Charter Bank is 100% locally owned with local management and staff. They deliver prompt local decision making, and they're committed to helping our communities thrive. So chart your success with Charter Bank. Our boys season sponsor is MIR Homes. MIR Homes proudly building custom homes and creating beautiful remodels with love, integrity, and true craftsmanship. Visit mir-homes.com to schedule your consultation today. Our 3-point sponsor this season is 15 Hands Real Estate. 15 Hands Real Estate is your local DCG real estate experts, priding themselves on being a trusted resource in our community. So thanks to them for being our 3-point sponsor for the boys season. So we're getting ready to kick off the second quarter. Dallas Center Grimes trailing Ames 12-2.
I'm going right down to Brody Burke. He's the guy that's strong enough and athletic enough right now, and this time in the bigs. Those two bigs right there, Lorenzen and Burke, they'll work together and see if you can't get a 2-man game going right there.
Yeah, Ames, they're quick and physical on defense. So Brody Burke goes right into the contact, just like you said. Nice job there.
He's the guy.
Burke.
He's got to be smart. You can't be doing cheap defensive fouls.
Brandon Johnson for 3. Rebound Mustangs. Cross court, Chase Perrin. He pulls up, 3-pointer, and it's good. That is a 15 Hands Real Estate 3-pointer by Chase Perrin, and 30-second timeout by the Little Cyclones.
And that's a win right there. That's getting in there, doing what you do, execute. We were able to go to the basket and get that right there, and then shooters are going to open up right through there. We got to get more down low.
I mean, you're trailing by 10, and then in the first 45 seconds of the second quarter, now you're trailing by 5. So a quick 2, a quick 3. That's exactly what we needed.
Defensively, I mean, we have done a very good job on the boards. So I mean, there hasn't been a lot of second chance opportunities out there. Fouls have not a concern. Which in that first game, I think we had 400 fouls. It seemed like the game took like 3 hours.
Well, yeah.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
Dallas Center Grimes is averaging 22.5 fouls per game.
Yeah.
We've only had 2 games. That means we're like having 45 fouls across
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
last couple
unbelievable.
games. So, yeah.
Oh, looked like he did a little double dribble thing.
Will Thomas, he continues to be excellent as he takes it right to the hoop.
Now
Blocked by Lorenzen.
Lorenzen will eat that up every single time. It is so valuable to have a defensive stalwart like that right there through there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and most times psychologically, right, you think, oh, I don't want to now I'm not sure I want to go right back down again, but we'll see. Will Thomas seems like the kind of kid who's going to just go right into you anyway. We'll try it again.
And Cooper Houston's going to have to shoot.
Yeah, he could probably have just gone right up with that, but he's looking to pass, go out to the corner again like we did before, but he probably could have just laid that up off the glass that time. So turnover Mustangs as he lost control of the ball there going out of bounds. So Ames will have an opportunity. Thomas again, what did we say? Oh, and this time Wyatt Valenta is right there waiting for him. Wyatt Valenta has most charges of anybody on the team so far this season. We've seen 2 at least out of him, but that's exactly what Coach Joel Rankin, he loves.
Yeah, nobody sacrifices their body like he does.
So checking back into the game for the Mustangs, number 2, Hudson Heigergen.
This is the time right here with this lineup right now. This is the one that we go get tied that game up.
Yeah, Mustangs, I think, looking maybe to do some more back cutting because Ames is pushing them so far out. Can you back cut? Make a break to the basket. So there was a foul there that was on number 10, Quach for the little Cyclones.
That entire
first
process and sequence was ugly right there. Lorenzen stuck his arms way out there, and I think it got everything messed up.
Yeah, missed Brody Burke then underneath the basket. And so we've got a offensive foul, illegal screen there with Lorenzen. So that's Lorenzen's team first of the second quarter. So Mustangs come into the second quarter kind of with a real quick offensive spurt. Now we've just gotten a little bogged down, I think, with some fouls from the top. That was Quach missed on the 3, rebound Mustangs. So let's see if we can offensively do something here to convert. Heigergen to Valenta in the corner, 3-point attempt, no good. Smart on Brody Burke's part there to just have to let that one go.
Well, on both sides, the Burke and a couple of the kids from Ames, they are doing that. They're going over the back. They're not calling it, and I agree. I mean, let the bigs be bigs.
So foul is going to be called on number 42, Marike Dow. Offensive illegal screen as they were kind of fighting through that, and so there's going to be.
But those over-the-back calls, those are the ones. Brody Burke is more important to this team than any other player that is on that Ames team right now.
Yeah. So we have a moment here during this timeout. Just thank our sponsor. Our boys season sponsor this year is MIR Homes. Proudly building custom homes and creating beautiful remodels with love, integrity, and true craftsmanship. Visit mir-homes.com to schedule your consultation today. As always, we thank Charter Bank for being our sponsor of Dallas Center Grimes live stream, along with the Dallas Center Grimes Booster Club. Chart your success with Charter Bank. Thanks to Mike Bynum and Ella Bynum, our producers for tonight's show. I'm Christine Megason alongside Pat O'Brien as we have non-conference basketball action. But as we were talking, Ames coming into the Little Hawkeye Conference. We're a little unsure on the timing. You're thinking next fall.
I'm thinking next fall.
Okay, so it's coming soon. We know that. Currently in that Alliance Conference. Hudson Heigerken, he goes right up. And cross pass to Brody Burke underneath for 2. Nice pass there by Heigerken.
That was an offensive clinic right there. Sharing the ball, exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, good ball movement, good back screens. Team basketball there. And Mustangs now have shored that up down to a 3-point opportunity to tie the ball game. Heigerken with the ball. Mustangs in white, moving left to right on your screen. Chase Perrin, pull-up jumper. 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Thomas.
It was like he was too close.
Yeah, exactly. 3-point specialist, Chase Perrin. Nice move there, Brandon Johnson.
Another
Too high
block
off the
shot
glass.
right
Yeah.
there. He's got that.
It's so
affects
hard.
everything.
When you have a 6'11" guy with his hand up
Right.
in the air, you're thinking how to get over. And there we go. Chase Perrin with a 3-pointer, 3-point basket. Chase Perrin. Thank you to 15 Hands Real Estate, who's our 3-point sponsor. On the boys' side, they're your local DCG real estate experts.
Now look at the defensive intensity. Look at the
All
thing. Look at
tied
the
up.
eyes.
Yeah. Crowds into it, all tied up. 12-12 here in this second quarter.
Easy.
Good defense. Brandon Johnson backing up. He's looking now, trying to get open. Thomas, that's your shooter. He'll take over, and he does.
And
Will
he's got
Thomas.
Very flat shot. That thing is like a laser in there every single time.
And that's what leaders do, though. They know in those big moments they want the ball in their hands.
Yep, we need a basket. All right, here we go.
Ball down low to Lorenzen. Nice move. Up too much. Going the other way. Ames now with a 2-point lead. Nice basket there again by Will Thomas. Another 3-pointer for him. That's 3 on the night so far for Thomas.
And that's really a defensive lapse there. You've got to fight through, and you got to fight through over the top of those screens because these shooters are just too good.
Well, Thomas is so quick, and he's been, beating us on the drive. So I understand why the guys are like taking a step back. But you're right. He's also 3 for, I don't know what he is, 3 for something. He has 3 at least.
Yeah.
So the foul is on number 10, that's Quach, his second, 4th team foul of the quarter. Into Brody Burke. Hook shot, too much.
That was a
Rebound.
good shot, too.
Vajek. Going the other way, Thomas, drive right to the hoop, up on the glass. It's good. There's a foul on the floor, basket not good, but foul is on number 2, Hudson Heigerken, second on him. Second team foul of the quarter. So Thomas will go to the line. Everything's run through Thomas tonight, not surprised, 15 points, but he averages 15.5, so already at his average in just the first half. Makes the first. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 10, Cooper Houston. So Thomas will step up for his second free throw. And it's good. 17 points, correction, for Thomas so far. Mustangs did a really good job coming into the beginning of the second quarter, catching up and tying the ball game back up after trailing by 10. Nice move there, Cooper Houston. It's going to be off Ames, so Mustangs will retain the ball. It did not touch the rim, so right now we're at 14 seconds on the shot clock still. But yet, we're back up to behind by 7.
Yep. Well, you can go on. They went on their run. We got to go on our run.
Turnover as number 44, Brandon Johnson, grabs that inbounds pass. Nice high up off the glass there by Bajek for his first basket of the night.
God, this team is so smooth with the ball.
So we're going to take this timeout as an opportunity to hear a word from our sponsor. All right, technical difficulty, so we'll continue on. We will thank, though, Charter Bank for being a sponsor. Charter Bank is 100% locally owned with local management and staff delivering prompt local decision-making. They're committed to helping our communities thrive. So chart your success with Charter Bank. Okay, Pat, less than 2 minutes left to go in the half. They've had a run. We had a run. They had a run again.
Yeah.
Now down by 9.
Now it's our turn, right? So see if you can't score the next.
What do we always talk about? Last 2 minutes of the second quarter, first 2 minutes of the third quarter. You put that together.
It's very, very important.
Critical. Let's see how the Mustangs do here these last 2 minutes.
Close that gap to, say, 3 or 4 points.
Ball into Lorenzen, tapped around, and now Brody Burke in the corner. Baseline drive. He's guarded by Johnson. Nice baseline up. Brody Logan for 3. Nice three-point basket. Brody Logan, that's a 15 hands real estate three-pointer. DCG real estate experts being our trusted resource in our community.
It's huge because everybody has to be an offensive threat, because if you've got 1 or 2 kids out there that don't shoot, you don't have to pay attention to them, and that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of the offense.
Three-point basket match, though, by Ben Weiss.
2 for 1 right here. I'm go 2 for 1. I want I want to get another shot in there. They're going to go for the 25 seconds here.
Cooper Houston, nice take to the basket, up high off the glass. Cooper Houston with his first bucket of the game.
Only have 2 fouls for DCG, so we can foul if it gets up there, so no layups. And you can overplay those passing lanes.
Ames setting up for that final shot of the half.
That's what they're saying right now is pressure, pressure, pressure.
Will Thomas with the ball for the Little Cyclones.
See, now's a good time to foul, but not Burke. Yep.
Travel there, DJ Bajek. Bajek felt like there was some contact which caused that travel, but no foul called. Yep. That leaves 3.6 seconds, and now Ames is going to move up.
Get it to Lorenzen right there in the middle, turn around and see if you can't hit somebody.
Brody Logan for 3. It's blocked by number 12, Ben Weiss, to end the half. So at the half, Dallas Hunter Grimes trailing Ames 17-24. So, we had it tied up, right, at 12-12, and then Ames went on that run again. So down by 10 at the end of the first quarter, now down by 7, slowly chipping away. In the middle of that, we tied it up.
Yeah. So now you know you can do it. You got things to work on. You got things. Both those coaches are going to go in there and make a couple adjustments right there. I think we're doing the right things. We offensively, we've got 17 points. Somehow we got to figure out how can we generate more offense. Maybe that's through the defense.
That's right. So we will take a break, and while we do that, we are going to allow you to go down to the floor as we have a presentation during the boys' halftime honoring those all-state cross-country, both academic and all-state finishers on both the boys and girls cross-country team.
Thanks. Tonight, we're going to take a few minutes to recognize our Mustang cross-country teams for their outstanding state meet performances. First of all, let's hear it for the boys and head coach Matt Priest. We have 2 academic all-staters, Harper Guessman and Cale Ramsey. Wave, gentlemen. Gentlemen, you gotta wave. There you go. All right. And running the second fastest state meet time in school history, named second team All-State. Give it up for Graham Ivory. Here you go. Pictures, get those pictures. All right, let's hear it again for the boys cross-country team and head coach Matt Reese. And now for the girls and their head coach Justin Drummond. We have 3 academic all-staters. Addison Dooley. Thank you, Addison. Kylie Eberlin. And Emily Kleckner. And running in 22nd in 1845, named to second team All-State, Addison Dooley. And running the second fastest freshman time ever at state, she finished 3rd in 1751, named first team All-Stater, Tenley Heidgerton. Named to the elite All-State, she also ran the 4th fastest time across all classes, given up again for Tenley Heidgerton. And for the 2nd straight year, winning in 1741, the fastest time across all classes this year, and 6th fastest in state meet history. Additionally, she's the first athlete in over 10 years to win Class 4A cross-country in back-to-back years. Let's hear it for your Class 4A state champion, Piper Messerly. Congratulations to all our Mustang cross-country athletes on a fantastic and incredible season. Let's hear it again for the girls and Coach Justin Dropper.
Have over the large impersonal banks. Thanks for everything you have done for us in Johnston.
We started at Charter Bank when we moved to Grimes, and we thoroughly enjoy your services.
I've been waiting 18 years for Charter Bank to come to Ankeny, ever since the bank opened in Johnston.
Chart your success with Charter Bank in Johnston, Grimes, Waukee, and Ankeny. Come bank.
Dallas Center Grimes High School to the stable for a non-conference doubleheader tonight between Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs and the Ames High School Little Cyclones. The girls have already wrapped up with the victory tonight, 59-36 over the Little Cyclones, and we are at halftime of the boys game. Ames leading 24-17. Right now, Pat, as you look at it and you're thinking about adjustments that Joel Rankin's making, one of them is let's try to shut down Will Thomas. Right now, he has 17 of their 24 points.
Yeah, and he's the engine, right? You know that. You know that coming in. Sometimes you just can't stop it.
Yeah.
And
averaging 15.5 points per game, already has 17 in the first half.
Yeah, and some of those are hard baskets. So
Yeah,
some of
absolutely.
it's some tough sledding on both sides.
He's made 3 3-pointers, so he's really doing it in lots of different ways, but clearly a leader for them on the floor. And, if I'm Ames, I'm thinking, how do we get other guys involved? So if they do key in on Thomas. But thoughts that you have for the Mustangs?
In my mind, right now this team, everything goes through Brody Burke. He's the guy that has the strength and the athleticism to get to the rim anytime he wants. I really like what Lorenzen and Burke were both doing in there at the same time. I think they complement each other very well. We got a couple shots out of some other kids, Perrin, he's going to have to shoot. When he's open, he has to shoot because this team needs him to score.
Yeah, and as well, we want seeing some senior leadership out of Hudson Heigerken. We'd like to see Luke Lorenzen. I mean, we have no points out of either one of those, and just some balanced right out of the Mustang offensively, so we can get a little bit of balance. Because right now, Burke has 6, Chase Perrin has 6, 2 from Cooper Houston, and 3 from Brody Logan.
Easier said than done, but we got to start getting things going to the basket. When we get into that 10-foot range, can we get going to the basket somehow, some way through there? See if we can't pick up some fouls.
Right, and credit the Little Cyclones. Like we mentioned it multiple times on the stream so far, they are so aggressive defensively that they've pushed us almost out to half court. Like that's where we're playing right now. Like you said, let's push things a little bit closer to the basket again. Yeah. And see if we can get some back cuts or just cuts to the basket. I'd love to see a little bit high-low between Brody and Burke and Lorenzen. That'd be great. So let's see what this second half brings.
A lot of seniors on this Ames Little Cyclones teams. Top, 7 seniors out there, and it shows that strength and attitude.
Same starters for the Little Cyclones. 3-point basket there by Max Bergeson. Sutton is no good, but we have Quach, number 22, Will Thomas, 34, Max Bergeson Sutton, number 42, Marike Dow, and number 52, DJ Bajek. For the Mustangs, same starters, Heigerken, Perrin, Logan, Lorenzen, and Burke. Out to Lorenzen for 3, up and in. Nice way to start the half for Luke Lorenzen.
Yeah, I mean, those, that loosens things up a little bit because you got to go out there and guard him. You might start getting yourself some drives.
Well, and then if you are going out to guard him, maybe there's opportunities for some back cuts or
absolutely
lobs over the top. So there's going to be a foul here. That foul is on number 12, Brody Logan for the Mustangs. His first, team first in this quarter. Good start for the Mustangs, though, bringing it now within 4. Bajek with the ball up top. Now Dow. Will Thomas as he drives to the basket.
That's an offensive foul right
Brody
there.
Logan just there waiting for him, and we love that. Brody Logan takes the charge. So foul is going to be on Will Thomas, his second. Both of those were charges.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's.
And he comes in like a, freight train coming in, and it's just a matter of the guy's willing to take that contact, right?
Yeah,
to hold his ground.
He's gotten away with several of those and got to the rim. So that's a nice adjustment right there. Make sure you know he's coming around. He's going to go.
Heigerken, and then into Lorenzen, Brody Burke down low. Nice hook shot, Burke, and a little bit long. Tip off of the Mustangs, so it will be Ames ball.
Burke's putting that ball out there a long ways, and when you get that ball way out there, it's really hard to control where it's actually going to end up going.
Yeah, you think that you're a lot closer or further away than you are, and so then
and you don't. He doesn't need to do that. He's good enough. He doesn't need to do that.
So ball tipped away. Ames able to recover there. Thomas with the ball up top. Dow takes that three from far on the outside. Rebound, and and shooting the passing lane is Quach, and he takes it coast to coast. Basket by Quach. And you could see, he could see that coming and just shot that passing lane.
That's great anticipatory defense right there. Every kid should be doing that. When you're playing man-to-man off the ball, you should be looking for that pass coming your way.
It seems like every time the Mustangs start to go on a little bit of run, Ames has an answer. Pass by Hargerken, or shot by Hargerken is long. He gets his own rebound. Oh, down low to Burke. Logan down on the floor to get it. But Jack able to come up with the ball for the little Cyclones.
Get a defense, get a basket.
Good defense there on Hikerkin on Thomas.
Absolutely, and now he's a little bit more hesitant to come through there, Thomas is, with that right hand.
So it looked like Quach just kind of coughed it up, but it apparently was tipped by Mustangs.
Yeah, it was tipped by one of the Mustangs, got in there. And
22, Wyatt Valenta checking in for Dallas Center Grimes. Again, DCG in the white uniforms moving right to left. Ames in the black uniforms with orange moving left to right. Ames leading 26-20. Thomas, nice pull-up jumper by him, and then it's going to be a foul on the floor as they were volleying for that rebound. It's going to be on Lorenzen, his second team foul of the quarter. Ball up top to Quach. Dow, there's Thomas. Nice spin move, but he runs right into Wyatt Valenta. But this time Valenta shuffled his feet, so.
Those are tough, man. I mean, you're standing right there, you're doing your thing, and kind of an out-of-control offensive player right there.
That's Valenta's second foul. Team third of the quarter. You know, he kind of spun right back into White. You kind of wonder if he would have just stayed, if he might have been able to get that charge again. So Thomas at the line. He'll shoot two. First one, it's good. That flat shot that we've been commenting on tonight. Substitutions for Ames, number 20, Moses Luth. Number 44, Brandon Johnson. And number 12, Ben Wise. And the second is good for Thomas as well. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 30, Logan Hoppy.
It's important to keep this game close right now. We got to start matching basket for basket and get a steal, a stop. See if you can't shave this to a 4-point lead by the end of this quarter.
Oh, right idea there. Just, again, this goes back to the fact that so many of these players on this Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs team, they're brand new to playing with one another. Lose three starters, major pieces. We have guys that are coming in, finding new roles, and learning how to play with one another, and that's a chemistry thing.
It is, and those will get cleaned up in conference, and it won't be a big deal there.
So Luth with the ball, three-pointer, Moses Luth, and that's good. Nice basket by Luth. So timeout, Dallas Center Grimes. Full timeout. So we will take an opportunity here to have a word from our sponsor.
Friends and neighbors at Charter Bank.
The service is excellent, the local staff is professional, and customers are treated as human beings in Waukee.
As a retired banker, I know and appreciate the advantages that community banks have over the large impersonal banks. Thanks for everything you have done for us in Johnston.
We started at Charter Bank when we moved to Grimes, and we thoroughly enjoy your services.
I've been waiting 18 years for Charter Bank to come to Ankeny, ever since the bank opened in Johnston.
Chart your success with Charter Bank in Johnston, Grimes, Waukee, and Ankeny.
I want to thank MIR Homes. MIR Homes, proudly building custom homes and creating beautiful remodels with love, integrity, and true craftsmanship. Visit mir-homes.com to schedule your consultation today. We thank them and Charter Bank, as well as 15 Hands Real Estate, who's our 3-point here for the boys this season. Thank you so much for supporting our live stream into the Dallas Center Grimes Booster Club, for making it possible. Producers tonight, Mike Bynum and Ella Bynum. I'm Christine Megason along with Pat O'Brien. We got 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Dallas Center Grimes trailing Ames 31-20, and that just really expanded, right? We had it down to 4, now it's up to 11. Cooper Houston's drive to the basket. There's going to be a foul here. The foul is on number 20, Moses Luth, his team second of the quarter. Lorenzen, ball up over the top to him. Landon Hoppy with the ball up top now, out to Chase Perrin. And yeah, let's see if we can get Chase Perrin going again this second half.
Yeah, he needs to start getting some shots. The problem is everybody else knows that we want to get him going too.
Right, they've got Will Thomas guarding him, so they know who they're looking for. Landon Hoppy, nice drive to the basket, a little floater there, no good. Scrambling for the rebound, Luke Lorenzen, it's going to be a tie-up. So possession, I believe, stays with the Mustangs, so.
It takes like 3 guys to pull Lorenzen up off the floor. It's a lot of body right there.
It's like a tree in the forest, Pat.
Yep, that's true.
So Mustangs retain possession. They'll take that ball out underneath Cooper Houston. Out of bounds for the Mustangs. Right into Wyatt Valenta. Up. Oh, bouncing around off the rim. Does not fall. Rebound Brandon Johnson. So going the other direction. Now ball in the hands of Thomas. Screen by Dow. Brandon Johnson over the top, but not over the top of Luke Lorenzen with the steal. Cooper Houston, he gets out hard. Wyatt Valenta all the way, and he's blocked by Ben Wise.
It's a very long, athletic.
Thomas is up and bounces around, no good. Rebound Valenta, but it's knocked away. Mustang's able to recover it. Right. Chase Perrin with the ball.
I think he's getting choppy and chippy right now.
So I'd really like to see Chase Perrin really hawk his shot down. You know, it's one thing to stand and be ready in the corner. It's the other thing to actively be going in after that.
Yeah, for
after
sure.
the miss by Houston, I'd like to see him actively going and looking for that shot. So we are going to have a timeout now called by Ames. So full timeout by Ames. Pat, okay. 2:24 left to go in this third. Ames able to expand that lead now up to 11. What would be some key things here that Coach Rankin could be talking to his team about?
Well, it's right now, everything starts on the defensive end. I mean, you're getting to the point here soon where you can't give up very many more points. Because if they reach 40 points at this point in the game, I mean, how are you going to come up with another 20 to match that if you want to win the game? If you want to be competitive, you go out there and do what you want, but you want to win, you got to limit to one shot, no doubt about it. You got to cover the three-pointer. You can't give up any more threes. I mean, you're at that point of the game right now where it's going to be really, really challenging. There's plenty of time left. You got over 10 minutes left in this game, but, man, you got to get a lot of things going your way, and it's going to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, you're so right. Just get a stop, then go back down, convert on the other side. Again, like we were talking about, having Chase Perrin hawk his shot down a little bit. I'd like to see, Brody Burke, he's been a key in the first half. Can we get him going again? Maybe a little bit high-low with Lorenzen once he comes back in. But we'll see what adjustments the Mustangs are able to make. Again, Ames leading 31-20.
I like that there's other kids. I like the shot by Houston right there. I like that shot right there. They all got to be an offensive threat.
It does seem like the Mustangs have increased defensive intensity, as you mentioned. Nice block there by Burke.
Nice block. That's a defensive play of the year right there.
Ball up top again, Cooper Houston, as the Mustangs set up offensively. But again, they're being pushed, so far out. Just to see if we can get close to the basket. Houston drives all the way across baseline, kicks back, Brody Burke on the outside. Wyatt Valenta, next pass, three-pointer. That looked good.
God, that was perfect.
Yeah, long
Perfect.
Rebound, Johnson. But I like the offensive series for the Mustangs. We need to get another defensive stop. Let's give it another try.
You got to go above those screens. You got to get tight up in there, go above those screens. There you go, just like what Houston did right there. Get up top of that screen and do not give up those threes.
Nice drive there by Thomas. Wyatt Valenta stepped over to take that charge again, but is called then for the block. So third foul then on Wyatt Valenta.
The difference on that one there is Thomas went vertical. He didn't go towards the basket right there. He went towards the wall. So our defense was out of position on that one.
So first free throw by Thomas is good. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 44, Luke Lorenzen, and number 2, Hudson Heigergen.
%66%, 2 out of 3 on the season for Thomas, but I think he's hitting like 90% today.
Yeah, really good. 21 points for him so far.
There's just nowhere to go.
Spin back, nice job, Lorenzen. Oh, just over the top.
Those baseline shots are really tough for big kids because there's no angle to the basket. If he's in that front, man, that's 2 points because he can go right off the board.
Mm-hmm.
That's great defense and pushing everybody to that baseline.
Ames setting up for the final shot of the quarter, leading by 13. Thomas with the ball. They start to go in motion. Thomas kicks out to Ben Wise. No good. Rebound, though, Johnson. He goes up with it from the corner. No good. Over the top, Brody Burke heaves it for a last-second shot. No good. So at the quarter, Dallas Center Grimes trails Ames 33-20. And only 3 points scored by the Mustangs in that entire quarter.
So in a half of basketball, we scored 5 points. We scored 2 in the first quarter, 3 in that one on one shot. That was a 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think that's what we're going to see a little bit out of this. But we had a great second quarter,
right.
17 points in that second quarter. So what's the difference? And I don't have the answer of what has happened in the second quarter or what happens. But the defense obviously has something to say about that. And you mentioned it. We get pushed out offensively on everything right there. And it just makes it really challenging when you're going away from the basket. So it's a mentality of trying to go towards that basket and get what you need. We haven't shot any free throws because we're not getting enough shots going towards the basket. The fouls nobody's in foul trouble on either side, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So this should be a very physical fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're so right. So as we go into this final 8 minutes of play, Ames Little Cyclones leading the Mustangs 33-20. As we were mentioning it in the third quarter, if the Mustangs can just get a stop, come down, have a good offensive possession, get another stop, and then slowly start to chip away at this lead. But
it's not over. I mean, it's not over, but it has to be under 8 at the 4 minute mark right there at 8 points or less. So they're a lot more aggressive out there on the defense, but we leave those guys wide open like that one right there is tough.
3-point basket there by Max Burgess Sutton. That felt like a dagger, but on the other side, Chase Perrin, if we could get him to heat up, he can be a difference maker. That's a 3-point, 15 Hands Real Estate three-pointer. 15 Hands Real Estate are local DCG real estate experts priding themselves in being a trusted resource in our community. So thanks to them for being our 3-point sponsor.
Good double. I think you got a double again. There you go.
Nice job, Brody Burke, getting a hand on that. And in the lane.
3-second call here before too. Well,
I think they called timeout in time. So Ames, Coach Vance Downs able to get a timeout for the Little Cyclones before the turnover. So we want to thank MIR Homes, who is our season sponsor for the boys basketball team, proudly building custom homes and creating beautiful remodels with love, integrity, and true craftsmanship. Visit mir-homes.com to schedule your consultation today. And as always, Charter Bank. Charter Bank staff is made up of your friends, family, and neighbors. That means they support you during your successes and any challenges you may face. They're there to help. So chart your success with Charter Bank. All right, little spurt by the Mustangs. Let's see if we can keep that going as we have 7 minutes left to go in tonight's game.
Yeah, we have the defensive play of the year right there. A double block on that two-handed dunk was certainly going to be a two-handed dunk right there and stopped it. Now we're going to flip over to a zone right now, and I think that's a good call. Switch it up and see if you can't get something going.
Long 3-point basket, no good there by Quach. So Mustangs going the other end slowly but surely. Chase Perrin the ball up top. Yeah, can we isolate Lorenzen? Perrin hawking a shot. What did we say? Let's look to create that shot. He now has 4 3-pointers. All 12 of his points coming from threes. That's what we like.
Again, it starts right here defensively everywhere we're at. I love having Brody up there in the front. Got the length, disruption. Don't overplay everything.
Quach with the bucket. Block there by...
I don't even know who it was.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Lorenzen or Burke, but it doesn't really matter. We'll take both. And Perrin for 3. Oh, no good, but rebound Burke tapped away by Thomas. Gosh, he's shifty. Going the other direction now for the Cyclones. Thomas, he takes it in. And foul then by Heidgerken on the floor, but I think in the process of shooting. So number 2, Hudson Heidgerken, that's foul is on him. That's his 3rd. So Thomas will be shooting. Thomas already with 21 points on the night, averages 15.5. And he makes the first. Substitutions for the Mustangs, number 22, Wyatt Valenta. For the Ames Little Cyclones, number 20, Moses Luth. Number 44, Brandon Johnson. And number 12, Ben Wise. Thomas good on his second. He has 10 points just in free throws tonight, Pat.
Yep. That's a good stat line. You love that as a coach because you know you're driving, you're doing the things you need to do, and you're executing in the little things of the game. Got a lot of chess going on right now. There's still 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in this game. We wanted to be 8 points or less at the under 4. We got some work to do.
Yeah. So we were looking at the scoring for Ames before the game started. We were talking about, a lot of points coming out of Will Thomas, 15.5, but Dow with normally averaging 12 and Burgess and Sutton with 8, but they've been pretty quiet tonight. Sutton with only 1 3-point basket, Dow with 1 2-point basket, so just 2 points out of him so far. It's been really all night. It's been Will Thomas.
Well, 60% of the points are coming, 40, over half are coming from one player. So you're thinking, well, just put 2 guys on them, you'll be fine. Well, I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of kids that can score on this Ames team right here.
Yeah.
This is similar to the ADM game when you had all those seniors that are there. This is the same thing.
Yeah.
This is a senior-laden, heavy junior-laden team. This is a veteran team, this Ames team.
Yeah, 8 seniors on their roster, a couple of juniors, and then it looks like 1 sophomore. So just over 5:30 left to go in the game. Dow Center Grimes trailing by 12. Ball into Brody Burke. A really kind of awkward, almost just throw it up shot, but it went in. That's what matters. He draws the foul.
Well, the difference between that one and the couple that he kind of threw over his shoulder is he was actually facing the basket right there. He's so big. He's long, man. You go down on the court, that's a big fella.
So the foul is on Dow. Burke misses the free throw for the 3-point opportunity, but able to bring the Mustangs back within 10. Brandon Johnson with the ball in the corner for the Little Cyclones. Gets the ball into Dow back up top. Ben Wise to Dow in the corner. Ames appears content to use some of the clock. Oh, look at that. Hudson Heikerkin with the block, but then it tips off and it goes off the Mustangs. 4 seconds on the shot clock, so let's see if Ames has the game awareness to realize. And they did reset the shot clock, but I don't know if it needed. So, yeah, they do take it back to 4 seconds on the shot clock. So let's see what Ames has out of bounds. Out to Moses Luth. 3-point basket, it's no good. Rebound via Valenta, foul, and he came down hard on that floor as he landed. Feet were kind of taken out from underneath him. Foul is on number 42, Dow, his 4th. Team 2nd of the quarter. So Dow will come out. Checking in back into the game is DJ Bajek for the Little Cyclones. And this might be an opportunity. Nice shot there to Brody Burke to use our size advantage here now that they have Dow out of the game and Bajek out of the game for them. Correction, Bajek is still in, but could be opportunity to bring Lorenzen back in and have a little bit of size.
Yeah, you got to eat right now.
Ben Wise. Man, what a pretty shot. Nice job out of him, Ben Wise.
And just like
with the
that,
3-point basket.
like, okay, that's a long ways now.
Yeah, back up to 11, the lead for the Little Cyclones as Brody Logan there fighting on the floor for the Mustangs. But
great
Ames
scrap.
Ames comes up with it. Thomas with the ball. He'll set things up for them again.
It's dagger time right now for Ames. If you're Ames, you're thinking, all right, I'm going to score right now.
Just put
you
this
get that
away.
3,
Yeah.
that would be it.
So waiting to come in, substitution is Luke Lorenzen. So, that's travel. Yeah, nothing called there. So Brandon Johnson to the hoop. Nice move for the big guy, Brandon Johnson. That's his first bucket of the game. Little Cyclones lead by 13 now.
Right.
Nice defense by Thomas.
That's good job.
But had him on the arm, so it's going to be a foul on Thomas.
That's something as Chase matures and gets stronger and things like that, he's going to have to absorb that kind of body contact right there, like he just did under a kid that's got about 60 pounds on him in a couple, 3 years.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 44, Luke Lorenzen. That foul was on Will Thomas, his 3rd, team 3rd for the quarter. Ball goes the outside for Lorenzen. Burke battling down low, out to the corner. Brody Logan for 3. No good. Rebound, Lorenzen tipped away. Nope, he recovers. And there's going to be a foul now. That's going to be on Bajek.
And Lorenzen's effort just on that one right there. That's a great sequence for him.
Bajek's first of the night. Lorenzen up over the top. Block there by Bajek.
as you got to call that offense. He's getting back down. You can't displace the defenders like that.
Ames content to use the clock.
Yeah, time and score right now. They don't need any more points. We kind of thought if they gave up 40, it was going to be tough.
Thomas. Weiss able to get that shot off. Three-pointer looks good. No, doesn't fall. Brody Logan with the rebound. Mustangs go the other way. Chase Perrin. Drive to the hoop. Floater. Off the glass. No good. Ames goes the other way. 2:22 left to go.
You get up there and double the ball or just – but Ames right now very good at finding the open guy wherever it is, whether it's in the corner.
Ben Weiss, long three. Rebound, Lorenzen. Lorenzen goes down to the floor.
That's been coming. That's been in the making for probably about 6 or 7 minutes in this quarter.
Yeah, foul was called on Bajek, his second. 5th of the quarter, so that will put Mustangs at the line moving forward. Lorenzen, his first short. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 30, Landon Hoppy, as Lorenzen gets ready for, and we have a second substitution, this time for Ames. Number 42, Marike Dow, in for the Little Cyclones. Lorenzen at the line. High arching free throw, no good. Rebound, Ames. Lorenzen with just one bucket tonight, and if you were going to tell you what it was, you might not have guessed a three-pointer.
Yeah, a go figure, right?
3 points tonight, and it's just the one three-pointer so far anyway. Mustangs trapping defense.
So
But
now you don't foul here.
Oh, Brody Burke was able to tip that ball away. Pass back to him. He goes right into the defense. High on the glass and one. Brody Burke. 12 points out of Burke so far tonight.
He is great. I mean, he had a great game. I mean, it's hard, man. I mean, you're playing against all these kids. They're big, they're strong, everything. I mean, it's not easy, that's for sure.
Burke misses the free throw, but rebound Lorenzen. That foul, by the way, was on Ben Wise for the Little Cyclones. Landon Hoppy drives back out to Burke. Hudson Heiger again to Hoppy. Baseline drive, kicks it out. Chase Perrin in the corner. Good recovery by Ames.
And you're trying to get, there you go.
Chase Perrin, three for Perrin, no good. Tipped up, and it's going to be off the Mustangs. So less than a minute left to go for the Mustangs. DCG trails 43-32.
I love the work that the Mustangs are putting in right now. The effort, there's no quit. You keep on
Brody
going.
Burke. Yeah, and that shows tenacity, right? Like, what's going to happen when the going gets tough? Do you continue to fight? Do you continue to play together for each other?
Absolutely.
What can you learn? They're going to be a foul then called on Landon Hoppy. His first. Team second. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 22, Wyatt Valenta. And that's probably it for Luke Lorenzen. So he sits down tonight with three, just that three-pointer that we mentioned. Brody Burke with the foul now. His first timeout. Full timeout called by Ames. So as we wrap up tonight, again, we want to thank all of our sponsors. We thank Charter Bank. Charter Bank offers a full line of bank products to fit your needs, including home loans, consumer loans, and business loans, ag loans, checking accounts, savings accounts, and CDs. Chart your success with Charter Bank. We're grateful to them for always sponsoring our live stream, and for our boys basketball season sponsor, MIR Homes. MIR Homes, proudly building custom homes and creating beautiful remodels with love, integrity, and true craftsmanship. Visit mir-homes.com to schedule your consultation today. Our 3-point sponsor for the season, 15 Hands Real Estate. 15 Hands Real Estate. They're your local DCG real estate experts and pride themselves on being a trusted resource in our community. So thank you to them, to all of our sponsors tonight. Pat, final 43 seconds. Ames leading by 11, 43-32. You know, we said coming into this game, and we weren't sure what was going to happen, but we could see on paper that Ames was a good team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they will improve now to 2-0 or to 3-0. Dallas Center Grimes will fall to 1-2. But you know, really, they led like by 10 from the beginning, and then it's just been we've been hovering in that same. We get it down to maybe 4, and then it's back up to 13, and you know, we're just been right around that dozen or so, 10 to 12
was
points.
Never able to make up that 10-point difference right there, and that's. I was thinking about that same thing. It's like if you take that away, but that's the most important part of the game is how you start typically.
Yeah, so Mustangs fouling now. And so that's the third foul call then on Brody Burke. And that gets us to 5 team fouls. So us Little Cyclones will go to the line.
And, of course, you're going to throw out the hottest.
Good old Will Thomas.
Yeah.
He's got 23 on the night so far, but well above his 15.5 average. Bringing that average up tonight. He'll go to the line and makes his first. That gives him 11 points in just free throws. And we said he was done for the night, but he's back. Luke Lorenzen checks in for the Mustangs, rebounder. Checking in for the Mustangs as well, number 12, Brody Logan. So we've got some rebounding presence, and we've got some three-point shooting presence on the floor from the Mustangs as Thomas steps up for his second free throw. And in and out, Lorenzen with the rebound up to Heigerken. Heigerken, the drive far out to Brody Logan in the corner for 3. High rebound. Dow comes up with it, and he is fouled.
And you're like, geez, these kids, they love it. They get to go there, and I want to be the one that gets to go to see if I can't get me some free points.
Yeah, Hudson Heigerken with the foul, his 4th on the night. So Dow to the line. First free throw is up high. Bounce off the backboard for the Miz. He'll have a second chance. Same with the second rebound. Lorenzen up to Heigerken again. Heigerken drive to the basket, high off the glass, no good. Rebound Johnson, he'll take it out. Ben Weiss. Looks like the Mustangs are content at this point to let it go. Tried there for the steal with Lorenzen as Moses Luth takes the ball up. He's in the corner, and he'll run out the clock. So Mustangs will fall now to 1-2. Ames improves their record to 3-0. It'll be fun to watch this Ames team as they continue through their season, as they go into their conference season, and perhaps we'll see them again in the postseason. So thank you so much again to Charter Bank, MIR Homes, and 15 Hands Real Estate for sponsoring our live stream tonight, to the Dallas Center Grimes Booster Club and our production staff, Ella Bynum and Mike Bynum. For Pat O'Brien, I'm Christine Megason. Thanks for tuning in to the live stream tonight. We will be back next week, next Thursday and Friday are home games for basketball, so you can tune into those. In the meantime, go Mustangs.